here
Yes.
with the show.
Yes. Link to see.
I know
Chat.
you have a wonderful, you have designed a wonderful link share.
All right,
So,
I've shared it in chat, and everyone should be popping in slowly.
yeah, I see more and more nice people coming here.
It's beautiful.
And of course, I hope the people are super curious about how to drive the community up. And yeah, I see many friendly faces, even in the small icons. And some of you already know that you can experiment, not maybe the soundboard for now, but at least all the other emoji reaction, they're all here, so you can just feel at home when I will start to introduce me. And as yeah, I have to reset this time up. I just made it. Just give me a second. Yeah. Oops. Okay. So as you might see, we are now sharing a better screen board, and we have a carousel of couple of great interactive experience we will share from this Zoom place. And basically, the best I can do today is just share my experience as a community catalyst from the Air generation. And from 0 to 100, we will go through several interactive canvas through my story. Because some of you already know me and know that I'm speaking a lot, I put on my introduction a kind of timer like this. I won't spend more than a minute speaking about me. You can find all those great information on my LinkedIn, Bento, or read my newsletter. And basically, you know, like I'm a crazy designer, I'm a facilitator, also moved through product design, product management, and AI the last couple of years. But my best achievement was to start making board for the Mirrorverse, for the community, and making more and more board for more and more creators. I'll start to raise this Edge generation community as I think something I really not expect as a designer. Even I don't know if Anna Maria is here today, but she was my first contact with the community catalyst people. And I guess I just follow her quick paths and steps, trying to put people together with great event. We will move inside. You'll see the time is up, so we have to move to the next slide. Going to the next slide, I just want to introduce this pin to the board feeder that's very great. As you can see, already Jacob is the first. You can just choose the small personage that fit the most to your mood today. And you will have a secret question before you can tap the nice person. And the question, of course, will be, what do you expect from a community? So I'll put like 2 minutes on the clock, and let's go to share your mood and share your expectation from the community. Okay, I'll put maybe 60 seconds on the clock with a nice music like this. Will be super efficient. Let's go.
Shoot for the stars. If it feels right, then aim for my heart. If you feel like you take me away and make it okay, I swear
Let's go.
You take control. So we waited. I put on a show. Now and make it.
30 seconds to go. Can't wait to read your thoughts, guys.
And it goes like this.
Yeah. 20 more seconds on fire, guys. Almost everybody has participated. So, as you might see, there's already many answers. Jacob loves to connect with lovely people. connection, trust, and community. So as you might see, this is a personal visual from my AirSpring template galleries. I just took it and transferred to the Butter scene. And then after, everything is possible. I'll keep, of course, all your insight for after. And if you want, let's just go a bit more into from what is the community for you, from what we have started on February 1st of this year. Packing many friends, as you might know, couple, and might couple be here attending the session. We have started to design in like November on December 2023, couple of highly efficient templates with the AirSpring system. And the idea was, okay, to start share the world, how the best creator and the best template system can do for the community. At this stage, it was like AirSprint, no community, no air generation at all. And we were just thinking, making a kind of webinar to present all those great creators with, of course, great Miro experiences. And so from a geeky team of creator, I'm sorry, Zoom is asking me anything all the time, but I promise it's done now. So for every single people, we have designed a template and we have started to think, okay, let's make an event, but AirSprint doesn't mean anything for nobody. So we should maybe aggregate all those great creators with a kind of funny name like Air Generation, Air something, and Air Generation was the most obvious. And it was like just for the run, we start this Air Generation. Of course, you can see with this, wow, with this butter scene that we can cast many content in the same place, like GIF, like pictures, like videos. You can have YouTube videos or you can embed your own videos. So you can really create storytelling presentation. And because I have to follow up a bit in my storytelling presentation, everything will start with this community on February 1st. And because, behind any kind of good remote community, there's a good editors such as Butter or Miro. I might move on and showing you from a bunch of geeky creator making great templates, how these whole things move to more experience. Speaking about experience, let me introduce one of the latest creator template we have made with Jan Cake. And this template is a small onboarding piece of a bigger framework called the Miro Onboarding Adventure. I'll bring everybody to me in 3, 2, 1, now. And like this, you can enjoy, you see, in the Butter scene, a perfect Miro experience on the canvas. Of course, I won't suggest you today to go and get the copy of this 6 template onboarding seconds. What I'm going to do is just ask you to have some fun. We have 30 slots and 30 only, where you can participate to this sticky race to the campfire. It's one of the first activity from this framework. And the only thing you have to do is to find, if it's the first time on the Miro, find the sticky notes icon on the tab bar on the left side and start to bring the note in the first stage of the race. From here, you can put your name, like I'm Boris, and after you can just start to follow up. All the instructions are on the board, like if you want to learn how to duplicate, how you can, of course, oops, this is the room we are. So duplicate, copy paste, and after change the color. I don't think you can beat me because I made this a lot of time. And after, because what I like in my Miro workshop is also to teach advanced functionality, you can, of course, start to make some tags. And you can start also to bring some emojis. I like the I5 one. I5, no. Oops, I have to find this. Like this, if you want, you can just zoom on me And if you're clicking on the small i5 icon, it will bring +1, +2, +3. So it's a good way to have a virtual i5. Amanda, you're very close to my post-it. You can i5 me if you like. I'll really appreciate. Just click on the i5 icon and you will have more. So see, you can have already some people are in the race. So let's go for another 5 minutes and we might this time sing Hallelujah, my brothers and sisters. When you're done with the race, you can take one of those wonderful cosmic reaction stickers and you can start to put them on the Canva if it's not locked. And if it's locked, I will unlock it because, oops, no, I won't unlock this. Okay, try to take the stickers that you can access. And remember, we are just in the butter scene, guys. Amazing, amazing. I don't know what do you think about it, Jacobs, but I'm almost on fire. So you are too. So the stream deck says more 15 seconds. Christine, you're almost done. Yeah, you're an angel, Christine. I will vote for that. Okay, so you might experience that some stickers are locked, but you can use the other. Christine, you're nice. Okay, we already have a couple of people. No, we have Abba today with us. Amazing. We have a couple of more seconds. And we will be hit by the gong in 3, 2, 1. Boom. We are now in the 1st of January, in the 1st of February, and we had just experimented to scan Credi playground on Miro in a webinar. So we're moving on. And at this stage, we were a kind of minimum viable community using many remote stuff like Miro, Figma, Notion, Monday, whatever, thinking like we can just connect a whole world creator of creativity with these remote webinars. And as I told you before, beside any great tech or remote community, you have great editors. So Butter was the first to help us to create this, this remote connection. And with a couple of months, the Miro community starts to take more and more speed. And from this, we start to drive more and more people to get focus on Miro. So this is what the Air Generation was, a kind of community of community. And for a time, it was good until we start to think about, okay, what is the real purpose from our Air Generation community? And this is exactly what you're going to do now. You're in a kind of Air Sprint template, speaking about vision, speaking about mission. But you're in Butterscene right now. And so in Butterscene, what you can do, you can stick in vision or in mission, and you can create a kind of note. And because I like to have a co-created community experience, my purpose today is to ask you, as maybe already member of the Air Generation or future member of the Air Generation, what could be the purpose that should drive this remote community tomorrow? I mean, we're in the world of tomorrow, so it's a good time to think about, a remote community, the purpose for the vision, and for the mission. How do you think this remote community should engage the members? So we'll put another 5 minutes now because we have more content to redact. So another 5 minutes on the clock. And here you can start, of course, to put some notes. And keep in mind, we are not on a mirror board. We are on the butter scene and we are in Zoom. So tomorrow you can do the same with many different canvas. And this time we'll go with saying more decontract. For the music, we have the 5 minute asynchronously, of course. And because it's unwritten, it's your time to write it.
I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find.
A scale of from zombie scrolling. Very nice. Escape, yeah. I prefer. Okay, I'm gathering a lot of super insightful from you guys. More tricky is the way we can engage. Wow, multi-sensory activities. I think the Web3 is not far from here.
Page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find.
Thank you, Darin. Actually, we had some, double sync audio with YouTube I didn't solve, and I'll update the Butter team to fix it. So, if I wasn't a Miro hero, I would say you didn't need to purchase expensive license to make great online ideation. You have everything you need in Butter team. Can I try this one? Oops, no. This one. We have an artist here. Okay, I guess we have a lot of notes. So what's super interesting for me is I can, of course, start to review and I can bookmark on my screen all the great notes you have made. So, of course, engaging with Darin, a variety of activities, that's exactly where we're going with the community. Get out of your work brain and into your creative brain, of course. I think the air generation is your left side brain, ready when you need it. Make it fun, make it play. I guess if you like my music, if you like all the Stream Deck effects, yeah, you will be greatly in the right direction. And inclusivity, diversity, equity, that's exactly what's changed my life forever. Since February, I'm starting to be all around the world. I was this morning in a beautiful workshop with Uruguay, Vietnam, Copenhagen, and Amsterdam. So the whole thing is based in Lisbon. So that's exactly what drives me every day to make this community more alive than ever. So now we have the contribution. I can move into the present mode. So in the present mode, you can't edit anymore. And I guess you can, you just can't edit it anymore. And we can start to review everything. So you see, if, for example, I'm taking like Haba, I love your name, by the way, being inclusive and understanding empathy, that's something we can share with the whole group. If I'm taking engagement, wow, sorry, my gong is too strong. Meaningful connections that can foster person. So you see, we can really highlight any participant, and from this, we can bookmark views. And that's super interesting for the facilitator that can, at the end, reprocess all the data. We're almost flying in the middle of this session presentation, and we still have a couple of interesting activities, stories, and also I really appreciate it at the time for fire chat question. So let's move on. As you might know, for the people that move to that follow the air generation community, we are creating webinars, we are creating workshops, we are creating meetups, and we're doing well just because we are making, taking the best tools and just making everything with the deepest part of our heart. So from this event-driven community, we have moved on to think about what could be the most valuable things for you. Not only enjoy being in a webinar or being in a workshop, but we just found that many other communities bring places for the people to connect peer-to-peer or have something more than just a top-down newsletter or having this kind of webinar where the people, they just can attend without having any question. So we're exactly here now to think about bringing more value to just event-driven community. You can really help me by participating on this multiple choice. Everybody have 3 choices, so you can be wise, and you might see that in real time you'll have all the answers that coming up. Okay, I'm born in the 80s when you heard this music. So you see, everything is going fine, on track. We have a lot of votes, and there's still almost more than 10 people to answer. So take your time. I'm just waiting that more and more participants are done before I can end the poll, and we will review what's already seems to be true is you're seeking a place to meet new people and extend your network. And it's exactly what was missing into making some event and making newsletters. Also the place for inspiration. I think just, watching, speaking, attending the workshop is a great way to inspire or being inspired. And less lonely, it's really something I figure out when I moved from a regular company to a full remote company a couple of years ago, that, all my social network today is workshop, remote connection, remote workshops, and whatever. So super important. Jacob. I think I'll close this poll in 10, 9, 8. And so if you still have a couple of votes to do, it's the time. Yes, very nice. Mr. 16, I think you're the only one that will move into this poll. And look what we have. We have a dynamic ranking. So I have a clear roadmap for the air generation follow-up, a place to meet the new people. And I have a good news for you. I think even Jacob don't know. So let's move to the next slide. This place is almost here because I had so much inspiration from the Butter community, from the Miro community, from the facilitation labs community, even from AG and Smart community based on school. And my good friend Pedro, a couple of months ago, told me, okay, Boris, for how many time will you craft content for free and share with the world everything for free, and you will starving without starting to have a penny from your investment? And I was like, okay, I'm a consultant, I'm well paid, I just want to share all that stuff and all that great design with most people I can find. Except that at this time, yeah, the community was like one day of my week. And now the community is almost like almost 3 days of my weeks. So less time to be a consultant and more time to be here for the newsletter, for the webinars, for everything. And my brain was about to explode when I had this discussion with Pedro. I was like, okay, we should create a place, we should use a hub to put everybody together and merge this into connection, events, workshops, also ask anything from the experts, and a place to share good templates and tools, because it's all we need when we are remote. And I figure out that we are almost done in a 3 weeks to launch, not publicly, because we have only hundreds of seats for this first MVP launching, and 15 are already taken. So if you want to apply for the 15 remaining seats on this early stage circle community, you can just take your smartphone, scan this QR code, and just send me your email, and you will have the chance to be until January 21st in this, launching pioneer modes, where we will, of course, develop all those space based on your experience, based on your feedback. And at the end, because 21st of January is my birthday, and it will be also 1 year for the air generation community, we will make a special event to launch more publicly this platform to everybody. Here, no big deal. It's just great content you can produce on Canva or on Figma, and you can put together in the Butter scene slides. If you're done with the QR code, you can send me a thumbs up, and I can go to the other slide. Please send me a thumbs up, Jacob. Thank you. Of course, we will follow up to do everything we have done so far. So, of course, being, on LinkedIn, being on YouTube also is a great chance for us next year, and keep up with the remote brief, because it's also where we start to gather the people. And I know that many people from Europe told me, "Oh, this remote brief is very too long, and we are fed with newsletter." I have recently cut all the people that were not reading the newsletter and figuring out that every readers are in the US or in Australia and almost none in Europe. So I encourage my colleague in Europe to take more time to read good content and good newsletters as the US do. And this figure just blew my mind. Do you think you're on one more slide? You're wrong. You're on an embedded view. Of course, you can use it. You can practice, you can register and sign up to the newsletter. You can click on the community, go to another page, and you have a full embed experience in a slide. Isn't it a magic set? And of course, I won't make a complete show about our AI generation website. That's not the purpose. If you want, just subscribe or just take a look to our already published content. But think about it. You have anything like a product demo, because I'm also a product guy. I'm still a product mentor for many startups or scale-ups here in Lisbon. And you have a product demo to do, but you're like in the product demo is not just the product, it's everything related to the organization, to the KPIs, to the user research or the discovery. And at the end, you have, let's say, sharing the product. But basically, you can't or generally not integrate, a web product into a presentation or a slide deck. So you have to share a screen to another thing. And so the experience is not that good. Here, you can just put all your PDF or your Google slide presentation, and you can cut it with these pages, with this link, and everything is smooth like butter. If we're moving to the next activities, it's the perfect time to ask me anything. Ask me anything about the community, ask me anything about how to create engagement, or ask me anything about the butter scene. It has been almost 3 weeks now I'm using this butter scene product. Also, I encourage you to support Butter team on the product end, because they are just doing stunning work since already a couple of years. So now just the time for you to, play with this fire chat question. And because we have plenty of time, I'll give you, okay, let's say 2 minutes on the clock. Because we have to stay cool. Oops. We need some hot chocolate right now. Jacob, we have somebody who's raised the hand. Kathleen, you have a question. So
No, I think that was just an accident. Sorry, I don't know how to put it down.
no problem. I will. Thank you, Jacob. So in the perfect state of the art, and Rachel Davis learned me and teach me a couple of weeks ago, the best is you're dropping the question, and after we will vote and we'll see which are the top 3-5 questions all the group wants to know. Okay, I'll give you more 2 minutes. Take your time. Think about like all the magic behind the butter scene, everything you want to know. And of course, it will be more personal if you're asking my belonging on the air generation, of course. Jacob, this song really well described the butter scene. I believe in miracle too. Now,
I'll also be happy to answer some of the butter scenes related questions. See some of them.
yes, of course,
These are
Jacob.
lovely. These are lovely questions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I feel so dumb. We could have this nice timer directly on the butter.
I actually activated it a few times for you. Boris,
Yeah,
which is a nice.
that was the gong, and I was on my
Yeah,
stream deck.
just
Sorry,
saying, that was me.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
know. No problem. It was lovely. So I think we'll definitively start with Rodrigo answers. Is it okay if we're leaving the hot chocolate band for now? And maybe Jacob, do you want to start with this first question, Rodrigo question about
Oh,
a single monitor?
single monitor.
What's up?
Yeah, so actually, you can. I've tried it several times. You can you just put zoom on like a little what's called a little strip on the left hand side, and then have scenes running on the right hand side behind you. I sent some pictures afterwards, but it works super well. It works even better in Butter Video, where you're able to embed it fully, but that's a different conversation. Yeah, but it worked quite
Okay.
nice.
So right after we have, I think we can end the poll like this. We can also sort all this question in a more efficient way. So the other one is Amanda. What do you envision remote collaboration? Of course, you can ask directly now. We have some time. We still have 5 more minutes, but otherwise I can just follow up to read your question. So the remote collaboration will be like in 2 or 5 years, and how it will change. So I will really appreciate for this one. I'll see and just wake her up. I'm not sure she will be perfectly fit, but ask to my dearest Maeva. I'll ask to Maeva. Maeva, we have a nice question from Amanda. You read me? I'm sorry. I guess my GPT is just too lazy today. Let's try just to reconnect. Hey, Maeva, we have a nice question from Amanda, thinking about the remote collaboration in 5 or even 10 years. What do you think the people can do in 5, 10 years to stay connected remotely?
That's a fantastic question from Amanda. Thinking about remote collaboration 5 to 10 years from now, I believe that the key to staying connected will revolve around creating experiences that are immersive, meaningful, and tailored to individual needs. Here are a few possibilities. 1. Enhanced virtual reality and augmented reality. In the near future, remote collaboration could be powered by VR and AR experiences that bring people into shared virtual spaces. Imagine attending a meeting not on Zoom, but in a lifelike virtual environment where you can interact almost as if you were face to face. This technology will make it possible to feel present with others, reducing the distance that we currently feel in video calls.
Thank
2.
you, Maeva.
AI
Very
driven
nice. The only situation with Maeva, she have a lot of ID and she speak a lot. Amanda, I guess it's a good answer for maybe the 5 to 10 years. I still believe like in the next couple of years, we still have all these, webinars, meetups, workshops will be the time where we'll be together. And I guess in the future, we'll have more and more sidekicks, like site facilitator, like Maeva was here. So we'll just start an hybridization journey to something more digitalized. And on my wheel, of course, I think we'll keep up with real world connection, with in-person event, in-person workshops. We'll take one more question. We have 5 more minutes. I think we can take 2 more questions because after we have depth, there's 2 votes on depth question. So are there any participant limits? I think this one is for
Nope.
you, my dear.
No participant limits. Well, we have tested it, but so far, like a max we've had is 250 people in there, and that still worked fine. So
I
That
guess
is
that's
freaking awesome. That is better than like 4 or 5 years ago when I'd get like 15 people in and it would just lag and I couldn't move at all.
yep. Yeah, we changed.
Exactly. And I guess that the mirror board will screw before the better scene, if you want my personal advice.
100%. Yeah.
I guess we can have one more question. We have Depth Kim, Brett, you have one on your equal, so I'll have to choose. How does it then create? Okay. Oh yeah, the better. Okay, I'll leave this one for you also because it's a big question I had already with you, Jacobs. Yeah, the better subscription. How does it
Yeah, so we haven't
Great.
actually fully discussed this, but we talked about today because we got a lot of questions. One thing is we have a Butter Video Unlimited subscription. We'll plop that in, so you'll get both scenes and Butter Video on that one. And we'll also sell Butter scenes separately at $10 a pop, like $10 per member per month ish. And then we'll have a free forever as well, and a freemium version of Butter scenes as well, probably with like number of documents you can create or something that makes sense. We have to keep the lights on here, but so we do need the money. Yeah.
So not stopping this, just think about it. We have experimented so much different kind of polls, interactivity, and there's even more. I didn't have the time to introduce the advanced brainstorm module. I can't wait to use it for next workshop. And my only wish was to follow up with I'm an agilist, so my suggestion was, okay, how can I use the Kanban component from Butterscene to maybe have your satisfaction at the end of this journey? So if you want from 0 to 5, just let me know, how was your experience? Did you enjoy your time? And would you recommend this session or the Butterscene to a friend? Yeah, just put the notes in the right numbered column and you'll see all the Kanban cards that will start to populate. So it's your turn, it's your time. And because you're my starlight, we can't not conclude this workshop without power sounds. In the card, you can put some picture, some GIF. You can also let me know why did you vote to 4 or to 5. And if you want to vote 6, I can add 1 for you. Hey, man. We can see your screen, my friend. Generate something cool for me, please. Okay, you rock, guys. Keep strong. You too, Rodrigo. It was very cool to have you. We're gonna conclude this with a firework. That's the end. Yeah, Kim, thank you so much. I love the pictures.
Kind of looks like
Wow,
you, right, Boris?
Jacob.
Um,
I just need to have more bar next time, and I'll be this guy.
Right,
Big
everyone.
hug. Big hug to everyone.
Big hurt.
I think
can-
you still have many other fantastic sessions to go through with Jacob, with Chiska on the Bury scene. Jacob,
Yes!
I hope you have enjoyed this time, and all the others. Thank you so much for your participation. I will just close
And
this page
before
if
you
you
go,
want to.
before everyone goes, please, before everyone goes, two things. Firstly, if I haven't said this enough times, please support us on Product Hunt. It helps us a gazillion, and I just placed a link there. And then I want to make sure that I piece the next two sessions coming in, because there's actually a session on remote work coming in from a guy that I respect a ton, namely Gilles Bertrand, who's the CEO of Lightstorm. He's doing on how it is to be a CEO of a scaled remote company, and especially the people procedures around that. Super cool. And then we got Lindsay Lerner and Nikita Kandwala about how to turn your range into revenue. And they've they've done something absolutely incredible building a generalist world. So also really love what they're doing. So whatever is the best for you guys, pop into that session. But very excited about what's coming.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to present the Air Generation, and it was a real pleasure to play with the Bury scene. Thank you so much for everybody. Tatiana, I can't wait to find you on my next workshop or in the Air Generation community. Let's follow up, guys.
See you guys. Bye-bye.